Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2018 Career Mode Episode 77. We're at the Amgen Tour of California, which is one of our major sponsor objectives for the year. It's not as big, quite as big as it used to be for us, as we are now a Canadian-based sponsored team instead of an American-based one, but it's still up there. Stage win is the objective, 3 stars. This one we are bringing Marini, Van Ginneken, Bax, Cohen, Sorbel, Osorio, and DeVos. You can see from that mixture we have climbers and we have sprinters. So we have multiple avenues in which to try to gain that objective. First stage is a sprint stage. Stage 2. It's combination, hill stage, mountain stage, then another sprint, followed by yet another sprint. Then we've got the mountain stage, time trial, and that's a hill stage, 125k, couple climbs along the way, but nothing serious about it. Should be most of the field getting. Just 17 kilometers left to go here in stage number 1. Everybody's in good shape. Breakaway down to their final seconds, just hanging on. Plenty of quality riders at this one will not make this an easy Amgen Tour of California. But now 15k, we're going to set up a sprint train, I think at about 11 or 12k to go. It's totally flat, so... Okay, that's 11.5. I think this is a good spot to bring it down. Here we go. As we head into Sacramento. And let's see, Bax is the obvious choice. 81 with his sprint today. Marini to lead him out. And then Van Ginneken from there. After that, the overall is to Osorio. Swerble could also be in for the overall, so we'll leave him there. And then we're looking at Cohen or DeVos, and not really getting anything better. DeVos slightly quicker, so we'll go ahead and use him first. I don't necessarily want to lose Cohen or DeVos, though. Especially Cohen with the time trial capability, but I think mountain-wise he'll get beat up on the mountain stage. Meaning it's really not a big deal if he does end up losing time here. 10.5k to go already.
Finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 10 kilometers road sign. The little promenade is over.
9k to go. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of a lap here. Yeah, we'll come back around the right-hand side there. Everybody here? Swerble? Yes? Awesome. Okay. 7k to go, so let's go with a 97 for DeVos. Use everybody's gel now. $5k to go. Okay, full 99s now. And we're up to Van Ginneken, 4k. 3k. Went up on 2k. He's going to start his sprint. Here goes Marini. And Bax. Sprint everyone. Bax. Jakobsen has gone ahead of us. There's Demar, there's Rue. This is not going to be an easy one. Bax certainly has a chance, though. I think he's starting at the right place. We're starting at about 650 meters out. He should have enough to get there. but I don't know if he's going to have enough to beat Jakobsen unless Jakobsen has already kind of gone over his total. I mean, he is an 82 sprint. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. Ran out of energy just 5 meters from the finish. And Jakobsen was just slowing up a little bit. And there you go, stage 1. And we got our stage victory right off the bat. Short backs on podium. Jakobsen 2nd, Hodeg 3rd, Demar 4th, Laporte, Hayter. There's Greipel in 8th. Osorio 12th, Marini 13th. But we got it right off the bat. That's a strong sprint right there. It's really nice that we've got a strong enough sprinter to do that. Ran the lead out just right that time. And now we've got 6 stages to cruise along and just do whatever, because our objective has been met. So we move into stage number 2. Still 65k to go, but we've got an alls category climb coming up in a little bit. There's a quick category 3 just before it. So far in this stage, we were on the flat, and then we went a gradual ascent, and then it's flat again. No descent in between, so no real recovery. And you can see there's still fatigue in quite a few riders, and actually we're getting a little bit of blinking red on 89s. So the pace has been quite hot. Breakaway is all split up in front of us. The peloton, though, has not blown up yet. There's just a few riders off the back. But by the time we hit the top of this climb, which will be 5 kilometers from now, I would expect that half of the peloton will be gone. Marini looks to be the first one fading. Yes, he was protecting De Vos. So race leader, Bax is going to take over that role. And Ginnikin is now going backwards. Set him to auto. Van Ginnikin will set to auto. Cohen will set to auto. And I'm going to restructure these 4 guys. Bax is now fading. Set him to auto. And now we have 3. De Vos to protect Osorio. Thought I said Van Ginnikin to auto, but okay, there we go. Now we've got it. Breakaway group has been caught. Peloton down to 118. Now 112. Cohen's going to lose contact here in a moment. Now 97. Yellow jersey wearer, Sjord Bax, also on the verge. About to lose contact here. It's already been dropped, but we just haven't been established as dropped yet. There it is. 75 now. Oh, and there's the top. 60. 60 over the top. 56. Now 41. This is actually a little smaller than I expected it. But only slightly. Osorio is fine. Swerble and De Vos barely making it over the top. Those were always going to be my 3 climbers, though. So that was to be expected. 42 riders. Good to go. It's going to come back together slightly. It would be great if Bax gets back up there, but he's 4 minutes behind right now. In the 7th group on the road. We need water. We need water. Quickly before things get crazy. De Vos is not fully recovered. Let's go ahead and use Swerble then. He's not going back quick enough. I'm going to hit this category 2 and he's going to waste some energy, isn't he?
This climb features some dreadful percentages.
Just stay in the crowd. Stay in the crowd. Come on, just stay in the crowd.
Radio Tour has announced a flat tire for a rider.
There you go. Now you can come out of the crowd a little bit. Red bar was gone, but he still had the yellow. Help him navigate the field here. Turn with water and task done. So 55 riders in the peloton. Just a single rider giving chase, so they're unlikely to catch us. Now it's 4 riders, and actually, that's off the back, isn't it? Yes, it is. Is there a time bonus? Oh, of course. This is not what I was hoping for. That's time. 3 seconds. Okay, let's see if we can get Osorio to sprint. Too late, too late, too late. Set up. Too late. Looking for a few seconds there, but I caught on to it way too late. We only had about 450 meters to go, and we were almost 200 meters behind the front of the field. Nothing categorized left, but there are a couple uphill sections. That's one of them. They are losing some riders out the back because of this. 48 now. One more little uphill section. Back up to 50. Crass forming a new break. Peloton not wanting to let him go. We're down to 6 kilometers. We are getting close.
5 kilometers to the finish line.
4.8. $4K to go. Set up a sprint here for the final 3.7. Osorio is the guy I want to ride for, even though he is not particularly quick. Swerble, don't swallow these guys up. Come on. 3K. Oh, and there goes somebody off the front. Hugh Carthy. 2K to go. Okay, Swerble, you're done. Jump on the back. Savas. Go get him, Tiger. Goes Crass again.
And there goes the mad burst for the final sprint.
Oh, Osorio goes right onto the wheel of Crass instead of taking space. Dilla Joyens, the favorite to win the stage, does exactly that. He wins the stage. Actually, I think Youngles was favorite. Toynes was second favorite. But there they are, 1, 2, and 3. DeVos grabs 4th. Osorio, who we were trying to give some type of lead out for, ends up in 16th because, well, Steph Crass was there and slow on that big wide road. And Osorio, the smart sprinter that he is, goes right behind him and hits the brakes. Stage number 5 now. On the previous 2 stages, they were both sprint stages. Bax has completed his trio of podiums. So he won stage 1. He now has a 2nd and 3rd place finish to go with it. But it's been the same 3 riders at the front of each one. And overall, Bax is now in 2nd place in the points competition. So, on a stage like this, where it's an obvious mountain stage, Definitely not his day. Not going to contribute. I put him in the break. Over the top of the first climb, attacking the KOM points. That group was destroyed, and Bax was well off the back, but they have now caught back up, and with 5K to go, we're going to look for those few points to get him into that leader's jersey before too long. Points leader. $3.3K to go now. Meanwhile, Cohen's coming with water, and Van Ginneken and Marini barely made it over top. Peloton's down to 83 riders, so they did lose quite a few guys. And with 1.7, whoa. We're going to go like this and like this for Bax. Oof, that did not go very well. Who the heck is here? Niels Pollitt fighting for it. Not sure why any of these guys are fighting for it. I should have been further up earlier. We did pick up some points, but Bax missed out on some obvious points on that one. One more to go. Speed it up until we get towards that point. So we're going to have to make a bigger effort next time. And this is all he's here for anyway. I don't care what happens to him the moment we're done with that sprint point.
A ball has just happened in the peloton. Several riders are on the ground. That's a group nosedive. But as
multiple falls back in the pack. A lot of guys not working. A lot of mountain guys looking for the stage, which is definitely not what Bax is here for. Okay, 6.5K to go. Make that 5. Take a turn on the front. Make that 4. Don't go all the way back. These guys aren't even in the mix. There you go. 2.7. 2.2. There we go. Just work your way forward. Work your way forward. Now accelerate. And sprint. Come on, get there. Get there. Get there. Ahead of Pollitt. Got it. Wow, he's still short on points. He did not get 3 points. He's got 3 points total. I could have sworn he had third last time and first this time, which would have been 4 points. He's still short, but very confused by that one. Okay, so Bax. We're just going to sit on now. And actually, I'm just going to set you to auto. Done with you for the day. We move back into the field. There's already some fatigue back here. Even in 89, it's starting to blink a little bit. And we're going to begin climbing 90 in the peloton. Here comes Bax, heading backwards. There he is. Van Ginneken is pretty much done. So Bax, why don't you take over?
The pack's deficit is being cut back.
Osorio, why are you so far back here? You need to move up. Oh, come on. Cohen's going backwards. Marini just checked out. There's the split. That is not a large peloton. Cohen is about to go backwards. Set him to auto. I've got Bax. DeVos. Let's see. Where does there's Swerble. Okay, so I want DeVos to protect Swerble. And then Bax, you're going to drop backward to pick up Osorio. And then we'll stay with Osorio as he tries to inch his way back up the field a little bit. 14 riders in that break. They are down to just over a minute. There they are, right around the corner. And Osorio, that is good. Bax, well done. And here goes Bax. His work is done. From the break, picks up some points. Not the 4 that I thought he got, but 3. I have no idea. I suppose I could always look. Let's go back to this point. Paulett was not ahead of Bax. Okay, Bax did take 3rd, but they thought Paulett was... Paulett was ahead, but we overtook him before the end. I thought it was pretty clear. Apparently not. Alright, well, that now changes things up here a little bit. DeVos is nearly done. And DeVos will try to hang on as long as we can here. Okay. Set him to auto. And set Swerble to hold position.
Alexis Villamos goes onto the attack.
We'll ride with DeVos here for a little bit. Approaching the top of the climb. DeVos just hanging on to the back of the group right now. We're starting to eat up some of the breakaway. Now, I need to switch this one up. Because Swerble is supposed to be protecting Osorio at this point. There you go. So that Osorio does not lose position as Swerble goes backwards. Which is exactly what he's doing. Voss just about to lose contact. And Swerble will as well here, which is not good. This is way too early for these guys to be losing contact. Conti. Going for the attack, huh? Swerble hanging on for now. 19k to go. Let's use his gel while he's still there. There we go, gel kicks in. Down to 9 riders left off the front. Swerble hanging on for now, which is awesome. DeVos has lost a minute and a half, so he's well out of it. There we go.
Acceleration by Villamos.
And this is an 8k final climb. Swerble, slight recovery. We're going to get an acceleration from Casper Asgreen. Rudy Millard and Jack Haig. I don't think Osorio was strong enough to necessarily chase these guys going for the win. Warbase, though. Come on, Warbase should not be beating us.
Anyone that's low on gas definitely won't be able to keep up.
Use that gel. Don't want a 99, but let's begin. Gel kicks in. Let's give a little attack and see if we can make a small group up here. Wow, I didn't lose anyone. Craig Anderson, Haig stayed on me that whole way. I wasted a lot of energy. And Sivakov and Toynes, they attack and nobody follows them. That makes perfect sense. Whoa, big acceleration, huge group goes there. Come on. Just bridge the gap, there you go. Sit up, sit up. Just try to ride with Millard here. Alright, so where are we at? There's Sivakov still ahead. Viermos, Kasper Asgreen, and Warbase. I mean, come on, Warbase is not a good climber. Why? Why is this nastiness happening to us? There goes Roland and Dennis and Millard. I'm not leaving anyone behind. 1.2k to go. Reichenbach wins from the break. Mielens. Warbase gets away. Asgreen gets away. Sivakov takes 6th. Roland. Yay. Just outside of the top 10. And 11th.
The riders bringing up their rears have made it through sheer willpower. This stage was a
now, some of those guys were down on time, so we'll see. We should be in the top 10 overall. There's got to be at least one rider up there, especially those breakaway riders, the few that there are still in that mix. Viermos was one of them. There were only 20 riders in the top timing, so we'll obviously be behind some of them, like Asgreen, Sivakov, I would imagine Roland and Millard, Dennis. But some of the others would have been riders that were down on time. So Reichenbach, 50 seconds clear. Warbase. Man, that drives me nuts. What? What? A 77? Okay. In PCM 2019, I don't think he's any higher than about a 71, 72 on his mountain rating. 324 down. And yes, 9th place. I knew there'd be at least a couple. Reichenbach into the race lead. Mielens, Warbase is in 3rd. That's insane. Asgreen, Sivakov, Breedler, Dennis, Costa. I don't think I've ever seen Warbase even have a top 10 in a stage. We're definitely going to fight for backs for the 2 points that he needs to get over the top there. I think there's one sprint stage left. Vervecki not at his best. Keep an eye on that. I did let my calendar pre-planning get away from me, and we did get to that point where there are some riders that didn't have their calendars up to date, their fitness training or the schedule. So I've been working on that in between stages, getting that pushed out for another month and a half or so. Stage 6 is a time trial. We're out on course with Cohen. Cohen is the Canadian national champion in the time trial. He's my best time trialist here at this race. And with 20k left to go, I'm trying to push a 76 here. We'll see what we can do with him. Bax is also about to head out on course. He is not as good and not with a good race day condition at all. He's got a -4. That's nasty. I'll set him to a 74 and leave him to his own devices for a while. First checkpoint for Cohen comes up, and he is 2nd place, 10 seconds off the pace. So he's in pretty good shape at the moment. He's speed things up. We've got a while till DeVos, Swerble, and Osorio all head out on track. Bax is hanging in there energy-wise, as is Cohen. Even though Cohen's definitely pushing harder. We have to back off just a little bit. He's slight deficit. We'll go 75 for now. Third place, 18 seconds. He's actually slipped to third at the first checkpoint as well. Bax, his 74 is hanging in there. It's definitely anywhere between a 74 and 76 is the range to go on this time trial. It depends on each individual rider on where they're going to be at the end. You can see Cohen is just slightly down, but there's a downhill arrow tuck right here before the finish, so you do make a little bit of that back up. Cohen fading right there at the end. But second place, 22 seconds down to Duel. He's ahead of Nikias Arndt. There's Kittle behind us. That's a good time. It's a good time. Cohen, that time will hold up for a while in the top 10 until we get down to those final few guys. But here is Christophe Laporte already going. Boy, he's lost a lot of time. Laporte. Well, I guess he's right in the same place that Bax is, ultimately. Bax pushes 76 here. And he's got this nasty race day condition, so... Loses 2.5 minutes. We've got a little while before DeVos, Swerble, and Osorio go. So let's speed things up. Turgis just went second fastest. Cohen is now third. Laporte was sixth fastest. Bosenhagen now second fastest, so Cohen down to fourth. At this point, I'd say he will not hang on to a top 10. Not likely. Probably just outside of the top 10. Campenart's the likely winner. A minute clear. Van Garderen goes second fastest. There's Terpstra, Roskopf. A lot of good time trialists now coming through on times. DeVos will run a 74 and quickly until Swirl comes up. Minute down. Okay, he is saving a little energy. We'll push him to a 75 now. And Swerble will start soon. Where was he there? Another minute lost. We'll try to just go with a 75. DeVos. A little bit extra here, so we'll be able to push a 77 maybe the rest of the way. '51st, 241. A little better on that final sector. Only lost a half minute that time. Okay, so Swerble, a minute down at the first check. .219 at the second, so he's lost a little bit of time there. Really poor time trialist, so no surprise that he is losing time, and he's actually at a bit of a deficit now to the finish. 3:14. Not our slowest. Definitely not a good time. So Campenard, Skotson, Bjerg are the top three. Tony Martin fourth. That's already pushed Cohen down to 16th. It's actually lower than I expected. I figured he'd be in the top 15. A lot of good times still coming in. Here's Osorio. Osorio's not bad as a time trialist, but he's far from my best. And he's on a -4 today. Really? He may lose a ton of time here and drop out of the top 10 entirely. My goal was a top 10 for him. Minute down. Second check, 2 minutes down. Pretty consistent there. $2.45. Now 3:07 because Rowan Dennis just went top of the leaderboard. Everybody else has been quicker. How is Warbase even in this race? Here's Reichenbach. And at 50 down for him. So Rowan Dennis takes the stage over Campenarts and then Craig Anderson. Oh, I click next and then it skips past what I was actually looking for. Where the overall is. Look here. Osorio drops to 14th. Awesome. Awesome job, dude. Not really. No. Alright. Last thing to hope for here is Bax getting the points jersey. Okay, he's just sick. Not a big deal. One stage left to go. And I think it's a sprint stage, which means it's going to be all about Bax on this final stage. Final 14 kilometers on the final stage, but the breakaway is going to win this stage. They've got a 2-minute lead with just that short distance left to go. Really unfortunate, too, because, well, I did my job. I did what I was hoping for. I couldn't get Marini over the top. I used up Swerble and Cohen protecting other riders, but I did get Bax and Van Gitteken over the top. So I got 2 of my 3 sprinters through the climbs on this stage. It's supposed to be a hill stage, and now we're heading into a flat finish. But Bax could only get 7th at best, which is still worth some points. And he's only 2 points short, so we are still going to go for it here with 13k to go. We'll use up Osorio last and then DeVos. So for now, we just let DeVos ride, and then eventually we're going to pull out.
The riders are entering the last 10 kilometers of the stage.
11k. Ooh, seeing a big acceleration here. Let's do something about it. Okay, DeVos. Start working. Don't let these guys get away. Jack Haig. Cross. Steph Cross going for something again. They'll sit up here. 7k to go.
Only 5 kilometers left.
Use Osorio's gel now. Another little acceleration coming. Toynes. 5k to go. Start speeding up a little more to us.
Like a really bad fall. It's a shame
4k to
it's
go.
not going any further. The pace is so high that a few riders are going to be very sore at the end of the
There they
day.
go again. Those guys aren't going to last though. 3k to go. Okay. Turn it on. Turn it on. Sprint. Sprint. I said sprint.
Victory for Alexis Gouchard.
And Bax. Come on. Come on, Bax. That's Hodeg. He's going to pick up some points here. He is going to pick up some points here. And it's hopefully Jakobsen in 11th. Jakobsen, the points jersey leader. Let's hope that's enough to pick up more than 2 points and get over the top of him. I think it is. So Breakaway wins this stage. Those 6 riders easily away. They still had 2 minutes with just a little bit to go. We pulled back 40 seconds in the final few kilometers. We do win the sprint in that best for the rest, and it might be enough to at least claim a points jersey. A little consolation to this race, as we didn't do terribly well overall. Just 14th for Osorio, who crosses the line in 10th place, by the way. So he really hung in there and helped do his part, because he was ahead of Jakobsen as well. So we'll see how we're looking now. Minute 24, same time. That's not what we're here for, though. Overall, Osorio drops to 16th as De Plus and Gugar picked up enough time, that minute and a half, to move up further. So he's not even in the top 15 anymore. But this is what we're here for. Let's look at stage first. Points. Bax gets 14. Jakobsen gets 10. Let's hope none of these guys were close enough. They are not. Points classification victory for Bax. I'll take it. I'll take it. Nathan Brown wins KOM. Sivakov wins the under 25 ahead of Osorio. And it's Casper Asgreen winning the overall ahead of Reichenbach. I don't know what happened on that final stage. Reichenbach lost time. Or was this after the last stage? Warbase third. I thought Reichenbach had the lead. Time gaps. There are some. Campenarts. Don't see Reichenbach in here. I don't see Reichenbach. There he is. 42nd. No time loss. Okay. Sure. Whatever you say. Happened on the last stage, apparently. I missed that. Okay, let's see the new modifier. Give it a day. Sponsor confidence was just below exceptional. We did complete our objective, even though this Tour of California did not go as good as it could have. The objective was win a stage, and we did go out and do that. Nearly had two, if not for the breakaway on that final stage. Okay, come on. Give me a new day. I'd like to see where it resets to. One massive thing I've noticed between PCM 19 and 18 is how long does it take to sim a day. They've really shortened that time to the 19 version from this. It's so slow. That was one day. There you go. There you go. So it resets, and we are into that higher category now. We are a super success. We've joined the SS. Wait, that's not a good thing, being in the SS. We're looking at, what is our current budget? 79,000. Okay, so a 19,000 increase. It's not great. That's not great. Not that it matters. I mean, we're going to wrap this series up at the end of the season. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.